Guys, today we've got Adidas confirming the end of Yeezy. Nike's 7-month comeback plan is going to change things massively, and this is an all-time low for Yeezy products. Welcome to the midweek re-up. How's your weekend been? Let me know down in the comment section, but guys, we're not gonna waste too much time. We're gonna get straight into the upcoming stuff. There's not really anything to recap except one small drop, and that is the brand new Nocta Rattan Hot Step 2s. Now, I'm hearing that these things are going to be a Nocta exclusive, so they're not gonna have a wider release through retailers in the Nike sneakers app. They've done that before with a couple different colorways. Either way, I think the clothing collection is going to have a wider release, which honestly, it looks okay. Nothing too crazy, except for this bag. I do like this little bag. It looks like some kind of Batman satchel. But as of right now, we don't have any specific release dates. I just know that some retailers have loaded up this stuff. Another one that dropped today alongside the Noctas was the very interesting New Balance 740 shoes. New Balance's brand new affordable model to kind of compete with the Asics 1130s. This is a strong first colorway. They definitely came out the gate with something very good looking. I might do a little comparison with the 1130s if you're interested in that. Now, a little release that's happening tomorrow is pretty interesting. So we've got the Supreme Week 9. This is happening again on October the 17th. And this is going to be the big old North Face collaboration. Now, the North Face thing is a little bit interesting. We'll get to that in a second. But first, take a look at all of the items that are going to be released as part of this Week 9 drop and all of the retail prices. So we got puffers and kind of looks like padded or some kind of thermal lined hoodies along with these XTs, which look pretty cool. You got the skeleton long john collection over here, which is also pretty cool. Some flannels, not really my thing. Some more hoodies, some baseball jerseys, more hoodies, whatever the hell this is, some kind of crochet knitted cardigan, some long sleeves and short sleeve tees. But I think what people are really interested in is, of course, the North Face collection. They've got these puffer jackets along with these, I don't know, rain jackets, some beanies, and then of course these t-shirts. Now, the interesting thing about this North Face capsule is that it's actually going to be the final one. Now, if you didn't know the whole lore between North Face and Supreme, they've been collaborating for a very long time, and this is looking like it's the last one. They've done exactly 43 different collaborations, and here you can see like a little rundown of the entire, like the whole North Face and Supreme era. You've got from 2007, 2008, 2010. I'm not going to keep naming the years. You can see all of these all the way up until the final one, 2024. So it looks like they're finally ending it, at least according to Supreme community. I don't know. Let me know what you think about all of these jackets down in the comment section. What do you think about these for Week 9 Supreme? Are you going to be going for any? Also happening tomorrow is a little release of a Salehe Bembury Crocs Pollux. This is the Manta colorway. I feel like people have kind of gotten their fill of this pair of shoes. Maybe some people don't have any of them, or they want this colorway. Well, these are going to be dropping through Salehe Bembury's website at first, and then there's going to be a wider release on Crocs.com and a bunch of different retailers. If you like these things, they are $90. Might as well stick with foam shoes, clogs. We've got Chris Brown's Nightcrawler Nami slides on October the 18th. These are pretty interesting. I do like the look of them, although the feel of them on foot is nothing groundbreaking. They just seem like a little bit more of an average slide, so I would just kind of look at these things and basically confirm that you're going for the look, or maybe the Chris Brown collaboration, but not really the max comfort, an incredible performance. So it looks like we're getting both of these colorways, a purple and a blue, and again, it's a nice looking pair of shoes. It looks very similar to the Adidas Adilat 22. Either way, they are a whopping $100, and they're going to be dropping through the oracles.xyz on October 18th. A couple more Crocs happening this month. First one, we've got a freaking Squid Game Crocs. It just seems like Crocs is doing everything at this point. There's not a single random collab that you could imagine that Crocs hasn't done. So yes, you're getting the creepy person on the front that did the green light, red light game. You've got a little needle cookie game over here, and then you've got like a little gibbet of, I guess, one of the employees. And then you've got blood spatters on the back. In fact, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. These gibbets really do make this pair of shoes though. You've got 456 as the number on the back, which is pretty interesting. A bunch of little interesting gibbets over there. This is not bad. It is a little bit random, like wearing these things around. Maybe Halloween if you are wearing an outfit. Either way, these are going to be dropping on October the 31st. Let me know what you think about these. Maybe the Squid Game one didn't do it for you. Well, how about a Pokemon collaboration with Crocs? There's an entire collection. So we're getting this one, and this one. Oh yeah, and this one. So 4 different colorways. I'm not going to even bother trying to name all of them. Just note that these are going to be dropping on the 17th through Crocs.com. Catch them all if you wanna. And then we're getting a very special Halloween release happening with JJound and Asics on the GT2160. These things are so appropriate for Halloween because it is scary how similar these things look to a regular ass pair of Asics shoes. I mean, by the looks of it, did JJound even bother to put their logo on it this time? I don't even know. You've got Asics on the tongue. Normally, JJound really pulls out all stops and throws an actual logo on them to really differentiate them, make it a very special collaboration. Don't know if it's happening this time. Oh no, you do get JJound on the back just to make sure everybody knows. Look, clean colorways, not my favorite at all. It's just a little bit lazy in my opinion. Nice colorways, boring collaboration. It's happening October 31st. And one of the more underrated Nike sneakers is getting a kind of a classic colorway, which I thought was pretty interesting. The Nike SB Ishod 2 Silver Bullet is now going to be dropping relatively soon. So we've got official images of this colorway. Obviously, it resembles the Silver Bullet 97s. So you're getting that metallic, you know, faux leather all over the upper. I imagine these come in at that very affordable Ishod 2 price point of just about $100. Again, very underrated silhouette. I think these things look good. They're also decently comfortable, especially for like a, I don't know, a skateboard shoe that is typically more solid on the underneath. These have a little drop-in insole, which you can feel underfoot. These are going to be dropping at some point relatively soon, fall holiday season, no exact release date. Couple 2025 releases. First one is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Storm Blue. This one's going to be dropping fall 2025. And I love this sentence over here by House of Heat. They say, it's also possible that these may arrive in OG Storm Blue Kentucky blocking as depicted in the speculative mock-up, but it also may arrive in completely different color blocking. So there you go. We're getting a Storm Blue Jordan 1, but it could literally be anything, apparently, according to House of Heat. This one I thought was very interesting because, like, why? DJ Khaled is doing 2 more Air Jordan 5s, and they kind of look somewhat similar to the first ones he did, and he did a lot of different colorways on the Jordan 5s. Like, I thought surely he was done with those because I don't think they were that popular. So we're getting this kind of pink colorway, which I swear looks so familiar to the other ones. Maybe I'm just forgetting, but you get a little bit of, you know, fire red on the midsole with an iced out outsole. Interesting color combination. And then you're getting this one, which actually could do a little bit better. It's all over black with some of those blue accents, which I do think is a nice little combo. As of right now, all we know is that DJ Khaled is doing some more Jordan 5s. It should be roughly these 2 colors, but the design details could be different, which would kind of make sense. Like, surely he would do something different to all of the other ones that he did just drop a couple years ago. I don't know. Either way, let me know what you think about this, and let me know, do we need another one? Adidas really staying strong with their very cool collection of performance basketball sneakers. Now the AE ones are super cool. The AE2 leaks are looking very, very good. And now we got official images already of the Adidas Harden Volume 9. This is the Cyber Metallic colorway. So this is a 2025 release, and again, we already have official images of these things. So I would imagine this happens in the earlier months of 2025. House of Heat is saying spring, but we're not entirely sure of an exact release date. But this side profile shot looks really, really cool, especially in this kind of like golden metallic-y color. This one is very interesting and maybe a little bit worrying. We're going to be getting another RM sneaker. So you know the Jordan 4 RM, they did that. It kind of looks like the Jordan 4, but it's like a low profile version. We're also getting an Air Jordan 7 RM. This right here is the first looks of this silhouette, and it really makes me think Jordan Brand is just going to do this with the entire freaking lineup. They're going to do a Jordan 1 RM. They're going to do a Jordan 2, 3, 4, 5 in the near future. If they're doing a freaking 4 and a 7. So from my understanding, the RM line, or Resto Mod is what Nike calls it, is a little bit confusing because they obviously did the Jordan 4s. They made it a lot more comfortable, a lot more puffy, but they did the Bike Air collaboration, the Nigel Sylvester collaboration, which kind of made everybody think these are kind of like biking, you know, performance skateboarding type shoes. But then all of the GR colorways kind of say that Nike just made them more rugged and comfortable for your daily commute. So what is the story behind the Air Jordan 7, kind of like a low top RM version? Is it also going to be towards like biking and skating? Nevertheless, I thought this was very interesting, but a little bit confusing. I really am going to be interested to find out the whole storytelling behind them doing more and more RMs, because I really doubt this is the only one they're going to be doing, a Jordan 4 and a Jordan 7. Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section, and also what Air Jordan would you like to see an RM version of? A couple of releases coming right around the corner. First up, we got a Nike Dunk Low Black Spiderman dropping. This is such a common theme with Nike where they use the IP of someone. I mean, they're technically not an official collaboration with Spider-Man, but you know, they're using all of these Nike's web, so these will be nicknamed the Spiderman. And Nike's kind of found this gray area where they're able to use the IP of Spiderman without actually paying for a collaboration. And they just hope that they don't catch a lawsuit, which I doubt they will. Not a bad colorway, it's interesting, but yeah, we don't have a specific release date on these, just at some point 2024. Next month, actually really soon, November the 2nd, we're going to be getting the Black Toe Jordan 14s. This is one that I know a decent amount of people are excited about, and it's happening very, very soon for $210. Damn, it's actually the 4th retro of the Black Toe 14. So the first one was 1998, and then 2006, and then 2014, and now again, a decade later, 2024. Have a look at these shots for anybody who's interested or is going to be going for this pair of shoes. Also, we finally got a freaking release date for the Wu-Tang Nike Dunk Highs. These are finally going to be dropping in November. So I think it was like, yo, these are going to be dropping in September. And then it's like, okay, well, they're dropping in October, but now it's finally happening. It's confirmed November the 9th. So the retail on these is $150, and they should have like a full, wide release this time. As we know, they did do a little bit of a shock drop, and I think some kind of release through Wu-Tang's website. But this one should be like the full-on, GR Nike sneakers release. Couple different retailers as well. Not entirely sure how limited they're going to be, but considering how special this collaboration is, I imagine they're not going to be that easy to pick up. I think currently, at least according to Complex, these are going for about $400 on the secondary market. I haven't even checked how much they're going for, but not entirely sure how to feel about these. But we just got some interesting looks of the Nike LeBron 22 Monopoly colorway. Now look, I love Monopoly, but this colorway is pretty, I don't know, it'd be a pretty tough one to rock. A lot of colors on here, very pastel. It doesn't really scream Monopoly to me, like the pastel colors, the pink. I guess the silver, obviously, for like the little pieces that you use as your like player icons, whatever you want to call it. What the hell are those pieces called? Those little metal things where you get like the hat, the boot, the car, and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting choice chucking this on a pair of shoes. Either way, they're going to be dropping November the 19th, 2024 for $200. New Balance got a very interesting collaboration coming up with Ice Studios, and this is on the Minimus Trail model, a sneaker model that we know Action Bronson is going to be doing later on this year, or maybe 2025. It was always a little bit of a questionable model when we saw Action Bronson was going to be doing this, because it's like so performance trail based that I don't know how many people are going to be interested in this for like everyday lifestyle wear. This collaboration is going to be dropping on the 24th of October. While we're on the topic of upcoming drops, just want to give you guys a little bit of a reminder for the Travis Scott Jordan Jumpman Jack. This is the Mocha colorway. They're going to be dropping on November the 13th, and I'm very interested to get your guys' opinion. What do you think of this colorway, and what do you think of this model in general? Because I really don't believe we have seen a proper release of this sneaker model just yet. Like, the sale ones were so limited, and the resale price spiked so high, same as the University Red ones, that I just don't think we have a real gauge of the demand and how people are feeling about this sneaker model. I do think this is a very, very strong colorway though. The materials look nice as well, going for suede instead of the leather that was on the sale colorway. You get the same box, which is really insane. Like, it feels very, very high quality, and of course you get the burlap little bag, which again, very, very high quality. But these do cost $200, so you would kind of expect that. Let me know your thoughts on this sneaker model down in the comment section. Are you going to be going for this colorway? All right, let's get into this Adidas Yeezy news, because it's pretty interesting. Adidas just did their latest, I don't know, financial report, their announcement, whatever you want to call it, and that happened yesterday. We've got some updates on the company in general, but mainly Yeezy. So as we know, Yeezys have been very, very strange here in 2024. Like, some of the most unexpected and weird places have been selling these things. We saw Yeezys on Shein. We saw Yeezys at Sports Direct. We had Yeezys for $30 in Adidas outlets. So the question is that it? Is that all of the Yeezys, or is there going to be more dropping very, very soon? Well, we finally have the answer to that. So as you can see from all of these numbers, I mean, it's a little bit complicated, but let me just sum it up with this article from Sneaker Freaker. They get into basically the question is what's happening for the rest, like the final, drop of Yeezys. So 2024, it looks like, is going to be the final year that we see Yeezys being sold, at least in the form that they are. There is still the potential that Adidas might get rid of the Yeezy branding and then sell them as their own designs. That is something that they hinted back in 2022. They were like, yo, we own the IP for all of these sneakers and we intend on using it, but it still leaves the door open. And if we know anything, Adidas would probably do that. If they're selling all of these designs to save money, I wouldn't put it past them to actually use these designs without any of the Yeezy branding. Nevertheless, let's get down to what they actually said. So yeah, 2024 is going to be the final year. How much do they have left in their stock? Only 50 million euros. So that is pretty significant because the Yeezy product brought in approximately 350 million euros in revenue and around 150 million euros in operating profit. That was Q3 of 2023. So the company assumes the sale of the remaining Yeezy inventory during the remainder of the year to occur at average at cost, meaning these are going to be discounted Yeezys and they're not going to be selling them at full price. So it means what they have left is probably just more of the same stuff that you saw at outlets like the 450s, the Quantums, probably a bunch more 350s as well. But who knows what they actually have? It just says they got 50 million euros, which isn't that much. So I would kind of expect they might do one more confirmed app release, but they're probably just going to send it to the outlets and there's going to be like a restock there. Maybe they send it out to some other retailers as well. But that is pretty much it. All of the Yeezys that you see now, insane discounts and craziness going on. 2024 is the end. It's the last time you're going to be getting these shoes as they are. Let me know what you think about all of this. Have you been buying any Yeezys or you kind of got, you know, enough of them right now? It's an interesting one. Crocs just released a very interesting looking boot. Like, tell me these don't look like the Balenciaga ones, just without Balenciaga. So this is called the Crocs Hydra boot, 145 bucks. They're kind of, you know, moving up into that somewhat a little bit more mid-tier category. It's not like super cheap like some of their other shoes, but I thought this was a pretty interesting looking boot. They don't have like a full release through Crocs and everything like that just yet. They are going to be dropping like at some different retailers already have them, but they are going to be dropping at some point this month. I just thought this was such an interesting looking pair of shoes with like a handle on the back. Speaking of interesting shoes, there's going to be a Martine Rose Nike Air Max Craze dropping in 2025. This is a little look at the original Air Max Craze. I think this is from 2001, but all we know now is that we have like an actual style code for this collaboration. It's going to be happening fall 2025. And when I saw this, I really liked the look of them. I thought that this original pair looked really, really cool. The only thing is the chopped back, the Crocs looking ass strap on the back. That is where I'm like, oh, okay, that's a little bit strange. But the overall sneaker, like if it had a back on it, these would be pretty dope. I'm sure we're going to get some first looks at this very, very soon. As soon as we do, I will let you guys know. Right, little update with Nike and their new CEO. He did a whole address to the company in an internal meeting, and some of the points are really interesting. A lot of it is just, you know, kind of a lot of fluff. But the interesting section is where they talk about the future at Nike and his kind of aggressive moves to be like, yo, I'm here now. I'm going to turn this company around. So some of the things that he said, which I thought are worth pointing out. He said, super tactically, we have 7.5 months until the end of the fiscal year 2025. We have some work to do. Yes, they do. So he mentioned or referenced the strategy of making less of the popular retro sneakers that it's relied on so heavily since 2020. And obviously during the Donahoe era, they really focused on all of the Jordans and the Nikes and the Air Maxes and stuff like that. So they're going to be converting that inventory into cash. And he said that the future of Nike relies on a strong, healthy technology platform. Nike's already started conversations about how artificial intelligence can be a part of that. So interesting how they're going to be like probably going in the complete opposite direction. Like, yeah, we're really into this whole retro phase and now we're looking at like AI and crazy designs for the future. He seems very confident though, where he says we're going to write the next great chapter for Nike. And that starts today. No looking backwards, no finger pointing. We all look forward. We create the future for Nike. We create the Nike magic. And it really does seem to me like he has come in here at a time where they are obviously struggling. And the main sentiment is that Nike has kind of lost their magic. They've lost their way. They're focused too much on retro. So I do really feel like he is going to try and go in the complete opposite direction, mentioning AI and future a lot, like futuristic stuff. And I know some stuff that's in the pipeline, and I do know that they are probably going to be going in a very futuristic direction. And it could be coming sooner than you think. Just saying, some of their next Air Max launches might be pretty crazy. Final story, I thought this was so insane, so crazy. that I had to tell you guys. You can now buy Yeezy on Amazon. That's right. So you know the whole Yeezy Gap collection that has been literally being sold by so many different people. It's now found its way to Amazon, and interestingly enough, it is literally being sold by Amazon. So it doesn't seem like it's some random, you know, reseller or something like that. It literally says over here, sold by Amazon, free delivery by Amazon. So how the hell did Amazon get their hands on this stuff? This whole Yeezy Gap collection of like all of these unreleased hoodies and stuff has been passed around so freaking much. Like so many different people have this stuff, and now Amazon to get it and to be selling freaking $30 t-shirts and sweatpants for $70 or sweatpants for $50 over here is pretty wild. And if you type in like Yeezy clothing into Amazon, obviously you get like all of the random rip-off stuff, and this is all like, you can see here, sold by this person, sold by this person, but this is literally saying sold by Amazon. So it is Amazon themselves, and this is, I assume, real product, because I don't think anybody's making fakes of this stuff because so many people have it. It's just very, very strange to see all of this Yeezy product made its way to freaking Amazon. What the hell? Yeezy used to be some insane, crazy product, and now it's being sold on places like Amazon and Shein and random resellers. I never thought I would live to see the day. But there you have it, guys. Don't forget we do this every single Wednesday and every single Sunday, so subscribe to the channel. I can always keep you in the loop with the latest news, leaks, and rumors. And if you want to watch another video, just click that one right over there.